All right, what's going on? It's Sander Mick here, bringing you another conference preview. I mean, last week we have pretty much about the schedule now. So this week we'll be at the conference finals for both the Stanley Cup playoffs and the NBA playoffs. Yes, the conference finals for the NBA playoffs kicked off last night. My Boston Celtics got the win, obviously, in overtime. That was a crazy game. I mean, the Celtics could have lost that game. Honestly, this conference Celtics game, we got lucky. I know we did. But I'll take the win for sure. That was but this is gonna be a very tougher series for the Celtics. The first two rounds were cakewalk, but now this is gonna get tough for the rest of the season. Got this, and obviously if they hopefully can get past this round, well, it won't be easy though. We'll see what they do. Obviously, they won last night. Game 2 will be tomorrow. There's the Eastern Conference Finals for the Stanley Cup playoffs start tonight, and the Western Conference Finals for the NBA playoffs start tonight as well. So yeah, pretty much the conference finals will start. But yep, unfortunately, my Vancouver Canucks got eliminated this past Monday, the second round, and to wrap up the second round of the playoffs. Their season's done. Yeah. But congrats to the Edmonton Oilers. I'll give them props to that. I mean, they really earned it. They really wanted it more than us. You know, we kind of did too, but just Brock Besser, obviously, he has blood clots, couldn't play playing Game 7. Wish for him a speedy recovery. Hope he'll be back in time for next season. I'm sure he will be. So that's pretty scary. Wish that's for him. He's in recovery for sure. So, yeah, thoughts are with Brock Besser and his family for sure. Yeah, you have to keep in mind for sure as a Canucks fan. But, yeah, that happened. Who else is moving on? Yeah, the Panthers, they are moving on. They are in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, the New York Rangers, they found a way to win their series. Yeah, all the predictions I got were wrong except the East. Mostly the only Panthers. Yeah, so, yeah. So, the Rangers will play the Panthers currently right now. So that is game 1 of that series. Tomorrow night, the Western Conference Finals for the Stanley Cup playoffs will start tomorrow. The Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, the Dallas Stars got past the Avalanche. So, yes, Dallas and Edmonton, that's going to be a good series. But also, we also got this weekend the WPP, which we'll talk about later on in the show. But let's start with the Eastern Conference Finals for the Stanley Cup playoffs, the Panthers and Rangers. This is going to be a very tough series. You got the Panthers, who are the current defending Eastern Conference champs. They got to the Stanley Cup finals last year, trying to get back again this year. And you got the New York Rangers, who are the President's Trophy winner. And so, yeah, these are really two really good teams, I think, which have proven why they got a deep run in the playoffs. And the Panthers, they really want to get back there. I mean, this is tough because the Rangers are really good, too. They got about one of the best goaltenders in the league in Igor Shesterkin. Sergei Bobrovsky's proved he's still in the NHL. He's got a few good, how many years left in him. Who knows how Bobrovsky? I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. Start with Columbus, now Florida. But I think the Panthers, I can't believe I'm underestimating the Rangers, but I've been doing it a lot, but I'm going to go with the Panthers. I think the Panthers will repeat as Eastern Conference champs and will get back to the Stanley Cup finals. I think this team looks really just as good as anyone right now. So I like Florida winning the East with the Rangers. I'd say at least ends in 6 or 7. At most. It's going to be a long series with these two. So it's not going to end like in 4 or 5. It's going to end like either 6 or 7 games. I got the Panthers in that one. Panthers in 6, I'd say. They'll win the East. The Western Conference now. Tomorrow night. That starts tomorrow. Oilers and Dallas starts. It's first game 1 in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas, best team in the Western Conference. Edmonton's kind of surprised. They're not really. They're really good, but I was surprised they got past the Canucks. But yeah, they advanced. They won the All-Canadian Series. Now they also got past the Kings, which they did it the 3rd straight season. Dallas Stars have really proven they are legit good. They still got Jake Ottinger. He's one of the top elite goalies too, along with Shesterkin and some other good goalies in this league still, Ottinger. He's really, Dallas had a very tough path. They got past Vegas and Colorado. I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to go with Edmonton. As much as I hate Edmonton after they landed the Canucks, but I think Edmonton wins the West. I think it's McDavid's time to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. You'll learn his lesson from the last time he was in the Western Conference Finals. So I like the Oilers to win the West this year. I'd say Oilers in 5. I can't believe I'm saying 5, but it's kind of surprising. But I don't know. I really have a feeling the Oilers could end it quickly. Maybe I could be wrong, but I like Edmonton. It's Edmonton and Florida. That's my Stanley Cup final prediction right here now. My bracket's busted now. I'm out of it now. So, yep. The only two I'm not the only one that has bracket busted. My dad's bracket has been busted too because the Bruins winning also. Yeah, we're down to 5 brackets in the Stanley Cup playoffs. 2 picked Florida, 1 picked New York, 1 picked Edmonton, 1 picked Dallas. So yeah, someone's bracket's gonna get busted. in both these rounds. Yeah, both these games. It's be good. Well, that's what I like in that one. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs. Let's start with the Western Conference Finals, which start tomorrow. I mean, tonight, actually. Tonight, yeah, they start tonight. The Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, the Timberwolves, they defeat the defending champs, Nuggets, so we'll definitely have a new NBA Finals champ this year. So who's going to win it all this year? But yeah, defending champs gone. The Nuggets, both defending champs, Stanley Cup playoffs and NBA playoffs have been eliminated, so they will not repeat as champions. I cannot expect Denver to lose that series, but man, Minnesota is no joke this year. And start with Anthony Edwards right away. Came out of nowhere. He's always good, but just like his first postseason, he's no joke, man. This guy can just shoot from three. I mean, plus Minnesota is known for their defense. The Timberwolves got a really good defensive unit. They really are, led by Rudy Gobert, who's Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, you got Karl-Anthony Towns, who's been one of the longest tenured Minnesota Timberwolves players. You got him. Yeah. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Like Naz Reid, he's good. So yeah, that was a tough half of the Timberwolves, getting past both the Suns and the Nuggets. That's two elite teams in the Western Conference. I mean, first time in 20 years for the Timberwolves to get to the Western Conference Finals. They look to get to the NBA Finals. And the Mavericks, meanwhile, Luka Doncic, his second Western Conference Finals appearance in his NBA career. Didn't do well in the last one against the Golden State Warriors back in 2020. So they made it to the last three Western Conference Finals. So this one's kind of tough. They both are deserving to get to the NBA Finals. That's why I'm really having trouble with this one. I've had mixed emotions, but I'm going to go with the Mavs. I like to see the Celtics Timberwolves, but I really want to see. I think it's going to be the Mavericks. I think Luka Doncic gets to the finals. You got that one, and obviously you also got what else? Yeah, got Kyrie Irving. You got I think Derek Lively too, who's a former Duke Blue Devil. So they got a couple former Duke Blue Devils on that team. So I like this roster. I really like the Mavericks has done. I mean, for a 5 seed, they're pretty good. They don't look like a 5 seed, I can tell you that. They look better than a 5 seed. Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. has been there for a while. Markieff Morris. PJ Washington, he's been really good. But yeah, I like the Mavericks in this series. I think Mavericks win the West. I mean, Timberwolves could shock me. I've been underestimating them. I underestimated them last series, but I don't know. I just have a feeling Mavs look better. I can't count Minnesota, but I just want to see Luka Doncic in the finals. But let's move on. This next one's a no-brainer pick for me. You know I'm going to take the Celtics over the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics will win these. They're going to get back to the finals, hopefully. But yeah, that was a tough game last night. Game 2 is tomorrow night. And Game 3 is on Saturday night. Game 4 will, of course, on Memorial Day. So yeah, that should be good. But if Game 5 is necessary, we'll be next Wednesday. We'll be on the air next week talking about the Celtics game. So I might just do a play-by-play maybe next week. That's part of it. So that's what I might do next week. If anyone, we'll see. If anyone wants to see me do a play-by-play, then yeah. For the Celtics game, part of it, absolutely, I'll do it. I'm a Celtics fan. I'll definitely keep you informed on that one. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Celtics. It's not going to end 5 or 4 like they've been doing. It's not going to be a cakewalk. It's going to be a lot tougher series. I mean, yeah, Celtics could easily walk past them, but that's a very good Indiana Pacers team. Tyrese Halliburton, he was in from deep threes. Of course, Celtics were trailing. They hit a big shot to force overtime, a 3-point shot. Jaylen Brown, that was huge, and Chase Tatum really took over in overtime. He really took over in that game. He went off. So, but that's been a fun series. That first game was just great. I can't wait for Game 2 tomorrow. But I'm going to take the Celtics. They're going to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they're going to win the whole damn thing. But we'll see how that plays off as well. Moving on, let's talk about the pay-per-view this upcoming weekend for the WWE. Obviously, I didn't talk about the last pay-per-view, which yes, Cody Rhodes obviously retained his title early this month at Backlash. This was in France, that last pay-per-view. This week's pay-per-view will be in Saudi. It's one of their annual Saudi shows here. But I'll recap what happened last pay-per-view, just in case, as I forgot to tell them. I mean, the Bloodline's a little different now. Solo Sikoa is running it now since Roman Reigns hasn't appeared since the WrestleMania loss. So Paul Heyman doesn't know what to do. So yeah, Solo, and he brought Tama Tonga. The Bloodline pretty much beat Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in that first match, obviously, early this month. You had that. Bayley retained her championship in the triple threat match. I mean, Naomi Tiffy Stratton. So yeah. And Damian Priest. He's still the world champion. But we did get new women's tag team champions, though. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill, not that long in WWE. Like, she hasn't been around that much. And she already got a championship. Good for her. Yep. So we'll see how that plays. Off. So yeah, Jade Cargill and Bianca. That's gonna be good. I mean, I don't know how long they'll keep those tag team championships for a while. And of course, Cody Rhodes did beat AJ Styles. So yeah, Cody Rhodes now. We'll see what his path is now. Well, let's look at preview this weekend. Gunther, yeah, you get the King. It's called King and Queen of the Ring. See, those tournaments already kicked off. So Gunther advanced. He's in the finals representing Monday Night Raw. And he'll face the winner of the SmackDown match. Like, we'll see how that plays off. So it's Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. This Friday on SmackDown. Winner will advance and face Gunther at the pay-per-view. I don't know. I think it's going to be Randy Orton who's your King of the Ring. Even though Randy Orton's got a match on Friday, yeah, maybe Bloodline can interfere, but it's going to be Randy Orton that wins King of the Ring. This is his time. Gunther, I can't count out, but Randy Orton is going to be your King of the Ring this year. He's got to get something going before he gets the win championships. That would add to his resume of a Hall of Fame career. So I'd say Randy Orton will be your King of the Ring winner, and he'll also represent SmackDown to face Gunther. So yeah, I like that one. From Raw, who represent the Queen of the Ring part, Lyra Valkyria. She's new, and she'll face the winner of the SmackDown match. It'll be Nia Jax and Bianca Belair. I think it's going to be Bianca that represents SmackDown. I think Bianca Belair is going to be your Queen of the Ring. She'll beat the Raw representative. So I think it's going to be Bianca Belair. Add that to her resume. But then they also got the Women's World Championship match. Becky Lynch. I mean, yeah, she won the championship because Rhea Ripley had to relinquish her championship. She had an injury, so yeah, she had to relinquish the title. Of course, Becky Lynch won the vacant title, so against Liv Morgan, which originally it was going to be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. I feel like it could have been. I don't know with this one. I think it's going to be Liv Morgan because it makes sense to set up Rhea Ripley's return against her, but I can't count Becky Lynch. This one's kind of a toss-up. I'd say Liv Morgan will be your champion. Will beat Becky Lynch. Also on the card, you got the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn will defend it against Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. All right, so it'll be a triple threat match. I feel like Sami Zayn could retain, but his title might be in jeopardy, though. Chad Gable. Of course, Big Bronson Reed. I can't count him. It's his time to win a championship on the main roster, but I got to stick with Sami Zayn. He has proven time and time to be a really good Intercontinental Championship. He's had so many title reigns as that championship belt specifically. So, yeah, I like Sami Zayn to retain his title, and I also think Chad Gable's going to turn on the Alpha Cat. It's going to be a split of that. Chad Gable's going to turn on Otis. I really think so. Otis will be turning into a babyface again, I feel like. He will not be a heel anymore. But the main event will be a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. So it's Cody Rhodes versus the United States Champion Logan Paul. So yeah, Logan Paul wants to go for the undisputed champion now. He wants to be at 2 belts. He wants to pull something that Seth Rollins has done before. Yes, Logan Paul comes to a great match. This could be a really good match. But Logan Paul will not win. Cody Rhodes will continue his reign as champion. Besides, he's a bitch. Logan Paul, I cannot stand him. Just like his brother Jake Paul, who's going to get his ass beat in that boxing match in July against Mike Tyson. I can't wait to talk about that one later this summer. But yeah, Logan Paul will not win that championship match. I can tell you that. Cody Rhodes is still veteran of the sport. I tell you that Cody Rhodes will still be your champion. He's going to be he won't have a long title reign like Roman Reigns. I can tell you that. He'll at least have it for a year or two. I'd say maybe less than a year. Who knows? But I like Cody Rhodes. He'll have a good reign for a while. Not as good as Roman Reigns, but he'll prove that he's a fighting champion. So I like Cody in that one. Let's move on to the New York Yankees. Yes, they are dominating tonight. They're already up 5-0 in the 6th inning. So they are really dominating the Mariners. After losing the first 2 games of the series, they didn't lose the game at all last week, but this week they are just struggling a little bit, but they are really responding after those first 2 lost that series. So that happened. They'll obviously play the Mariners tomorrow at 12:35 p.m. I'll be the last game of that 4-game series before they head to the West Coast this weekend. They got the Padres in 3-game set this weekend. They just got to play the Anaheim to play the Angels against Mike Trout. That'll be good. See Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, that star power against each other. And if they have the West Coast trip, we'll talk about later, like next week. But yeah, so they got to go on a long West Coast trip. I'd say Yankees at least take 2 out of 3. Of course, the reason why that San Diego series is big because Juan Soto, we got him from the Padres. So this is his return to San Diego after he signed with the Yankees during the offseason. So that'll be big for him. Have his return to San Diego. We'll see how that goes. But I like the Yankees in that series. I like them against the Angels too. Which obviously they won't play on Memorial Day this year. It's unfortunate. But there'll be some good Memorial Day baseball games ahead of you this week. So yeah, we'll see how that plays off. But I hope everyone enjoys their Memorial Day weekend. Obviously, we'll see you again next Wednesday. We'll talk about if the Celtics even give a Game 5, if they can sweep them, but we'll see. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Hope you enjoy all your NBA, NHL, and obviously some base MLB and also the pay-per-views. See y'all next week.